Hey guys, Gabba's Gaming here and welcome to a World Tanks tank review. Today the tank we're going to be reviewing is the American Tier 6 M4A3E8 Fury. So it was released because there's a new film that was out in the cinemas on the October the 22nd I think. It was released because there was a tank in there, an M4A3E8. And it was named the Fury. It was just like the main tank in there. So it's even got Fury written on the side. But you might already be thinking, isn't there an existing Easy 8 in the game that you can earn without buying? And yeah, there is. There it is. But it's not the same. So because there would be no point releasing a tank exactly the same as another existing one. So they change the stats around, and this one also, it looks nicer. It's like a HD model. It's got a few boxes there, a jerry can, a few logs, but that doesn't act as spaced armor, you know, like ammunition or bags, whatever there. It just looks better. It's got Fury written on the side, like I already mentioned. I mean, they just put a lot of detail into this, so. And it's just a fun tank to play with, but you still use the play style, like you still use it the same as the other Easy 8. It's just the stats are a bit different, and this is just a HD model. It's just a fun tank. So let's go over the stats, and I'll be just talking about it, and then we'll see a few games, 2 games, and then you will make up your mind if you want to buy it or not. So first of all, it's a Tier 6 American medium tank. So the way you got to play this tank is, well, you use your speed to like flank enemies, and you can use your speed to change positions quickly and just harass your enemies, put pressure on them. Just, yeah, so now let's go over the stats. Hit points, it's got 750. That is very healthy for a Tier 6 medium tank. I know the Easy 8 that was in the game before this one has 720, so this has better hit points already, and the Cromwell only has 700. Cromwell's also another famous Tier 6 medium tank, so this is actually pretty healthy on hit points, and it actually weighs quite a lot for a Tier 6 medium tank. 38 when you've fully equipped it. This can come in handy when ramming lighter tanks than you. You won't take much damage if they're lighter than you, but you'll damage them quite a lot. Engine, it actually has quite a strong engine power, 500 horsepower for a Tier 6 medium tank, so you won't have much problems going up hills, things like that. I know it has more engine power than the other Easy 8 and the Cromwell, so that's good. Only problem is, well, it's not really a problem, it's just not as good speed as other mediums, like the Cromwell and the other Easy 8 is faster. Not by much, but it's just that extra faster. But 41.8, that's still pretty good. That's all you need to change positions quickly, you know, get back to base if enemies are capping, or change positions, circle enemies. It's still good, it's just not as good, that's what I'm trying to say. But however, the traverse speed, how fast the hull turns, like that, it's actually really healthy for a Tier 6 medium tank. I think it's better than the Cromwell and other Easy 8, so that's good. Turret traverse speed 38, that's exactly the same I think as the other Easy 8, and 38, that's really good anyway, so you won't be having any problems turning your turret. But if you need to turn it anyway and it's going a bit too slow, like if a really fast light tank circling you, well, I expect you won't because you're pretty fast and mobile anyway, but if they do, then you can just turn your hull as well as your turret, so you can catch up to them, you know, use your speed to your advantage. View range 370. I know that's better than the Cromwell and Easy 8. Not much better, but it's still better, so that would definitely come in handy as well. And signal range, that is really, really good. It smashes the signal range on the Easy 8 and Cromwell, and that would definitely come in handy as well. 100% crew, mine is 594, but if you don't have 100% crew, then it should be 570, but you know, the 570 is really good as well. So now, oh yeah, sorry, I recommend you using 6 cents for your commander, so because it notifies you when you've got spotted, so you can change positions and, you know, change your tactics. And the rest of the crew, I put repairs because you're a medium tank, so your tracks might get blown off quite a lot, and you can't, when your tracks get blown off, let's say you've already used your repair kit, you can't just be sitting in the middle of a field getting shot at by enemies, because you're just going to die. Cause, especially if you're in like a tier 7 or 8 game, because those 750 hit points aren't enough. Also forgot to mention the armour, hull and turret is poor. Even tier 5s can penetrate you, so don't rely on your armour. I think even tier 4s can penetrate you, and tier 4's the lowest you can face, so the armour's the only downside, but the rest of the stats are very good. You might think, well, can't you just buy the Easy 8 that you can earn instead of just buying this for real money? But, well, I'd say this has better stats, to be honest. And this is the HD model, so it looks nicer. But the main reason is the stats. And it was also on a special offer package in the gift store. Already came with 100% crew, and I'm not sure it's like a rare tank, so it might not come out again, so that was my only chance to get it. So if you see it in the store, then, and you really want it, don't wait, because it might not come back in the store. So that's the armour. Just don't rely on your armour, it's really bad. Even the front, even though it's sloping, it is still really bad. Not sure about the gunman, but I think that's really bad as well. The enemy don't even need to aim at a weak spot, so because your whole tank is basically a weak spot. The gun, I forgot to mention that. 76 caliber, so the reload, because I have 100% crew, I got my reload to 3.16 seconds, which is really good, and that's without gun rammer. So if you have the gun rammer, then it's minus 10% loading time, so you can get it even lower. The aiming time is 2.3 seconds, and that's really good because it's good to have a gun with similar reload and aim time, because basically if you fully aim into an enemy, you fire, and then there's the 3 seconds reload. By the time you've reloaded, your aim time, 2.3 second aim time, you've already like fully aimed in onto the enemy, so you can just fire as soon as it reloads again, and you'll have a good chance of hitting. So it's really good for that. The accuracy is 0.4, so it's a close to medium range gun. Don't rely on it for sniping at long ranges. However, it can hit. It can hit like at long ranges. It's just not very accurate as short and medium ranges. And you're a medium tank anyway, so you're going to be fighting at short and medium ranges the most anyway. The damage is 315 or 185 with HE, as it's got a quick reload, so that's really good for for the reload and damage, and the penetration, it kind of lacks 128. That's enough for tier 4 and 5, sometimes tier 6, but you've got to aim for weak spots at tier 6 with this, or get around the sides and rear of enemies. And then unfortunately this tank does face up to tier 8, not very oftenly, but it can do, so you'll probably need gold ammunition for then. But you can't really, even if you're at the size and rear of enemies, you might even still need to use gold in tier 7, 8 games. This thing is okay at making credits when you don't use gold, so if you're like top tier and you don't use gold then, and you get quite a lot of damage done, then it is good at making credits. But as soon as you use those gold shells, then it costs a fortune. But I don't use this to make credits anyway, I just use it for fun. So now that we've gone over the stats, let's go into some gameplay to see how it performs. Okay, welcome back. This is a nice matchup on the steps map. Just a standard battle, so we both have a flag each. 46% chance to win, so I thought we were going to lose this one, but obviously not. So came to this position, trying to take out this T-85. First shot missed though. He's not looking at me, so I sneak back out again. Now he is, but I'm nice 101 damage into him. That wasn't going to bounce. And artillery took me out. That was a bit of bad play for me there. Could have took more damage. As you can see, my gun was taken out, so I stopped in the middle of the field to repair it, then come back. I should have came back, then repaired it, so a bit of bad play already. But we did put 3 shots into that T-34 and put 1 into us, so we done a total of 334 damage to him. So it doesn't look like my team is advancing, it looks like they're camping. At this point I wasn't really that confident, so I was just spotting and just waiting for them to come. I didn't really want to move out of this position, go any further until I had support with me, but it doesn't look like anything's there, so I'm just gonna pop out to check again. That VK is coming out anyway, so got a bit of support now. And considering there was only 46% chance of winning, my team's not actually doing that bad, 4-3, but it's only, enemy's only 1 tank behind. Anything could change. Right, so what I was thinking was, because I had support with me, I was going to push forward, and because I didn't see anything, just push forward, try and get into the enemy base, take out that RC, and then maybe cap, because it looks like the west flank, it looks like the west flank here, we're going to lose it, then they're going to break into our base, so I mean this VK have to do something about it. It says an SU 100. Both missed our first shot. Just waiting for the VK, and now there he is. Okay, my gun depression. Yeah, the gun depression on this tank isn't really that good. So, and the turret armor isn't really that good. So, can't go hold down. You know, like for example, the T-34 tier 8 American premium tank. Can't do stuff like that. Now the east flank, as you can see, all of our tanks have died, and there was 3 tanks last spotted there, plus an AUG AMX in the base. So I was going to go back, and because you know they might cap and all that, we wouldn't have enough time. And then I thought me and this VK can take out this SU. come on the side. So there's two directions he has to face. There's I back down, the VK comes up, he looks at the VK, then I come up, put some more flanking shots in, just put pressure on the game. Put another nice one into it. Now, we force him out of his position. We missed that shot. Didn't really aim in enough though. Artillery just misses us. We put a nice auto aim snapshot. VK shoots and finish him off. Now there's two arty there. We have a Chaffee in our base holding them back so we can just take out these artilleries, me and the VK in cap, and hope to win. Okay, so that's 4.
Ready to fire. Let's find another target.
We take it, we do 4 damage to him, 280, taken 3 shots. So far we've got 11 hits on the enemy, doing 1,153 damage. Now this is the other artillery. So I've gone into the capsule, so some capping, but so have they. But now the VK's in the as well. We finished off the artillery together. Now there's 2 of us capping and 1 of them. So at this point I'm pretty confident we're going to win this game. However, they still have an extra tank, so if all 3 tanks cap, they could. I think they would draw if all 3 tanks cap now, but for some reason they're not. And there's their scout. I put one into him. He bounced though because, well, I shouldn't have relied on the armor, but well, I didn't. But I angled it just in case, because you know he hasn't really got a good gun. He's a scout. The penetration's not good, and that was it. We won due to capping. That their scout AUK AMX made a big mistake. He didn't penetrate. If I was in that position, I would have wanted to win the game. I would have loaded gold ammo, maybe HE, to definitely do damage and reset the cap, and then there's no pressure. But that was a average game, to be honest. 3 kills, 1,396 damage. We done 13 hits, damaging 5 different enemies, and that was a good matchup. We were on a good map. It was a map we could use the speed to our advantage to flank enemies and put pressure on them like we done to that SU-100, and we were top tier, so that was good. Now let's jump into the next game. Hey guys, and welcome back to another game on the Mines map. This is a pretty bad matchup for this tank though. We're a tier 6 medium, and the maximum tier we can face is tier 8, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tier 8s on the enemy team right now. So I need to play carefully. I haven't got much hit points. I could survive maybe 2 or 3 shots from a tier 8, depending on which one. So right now I was thinking, get to a quick position, use these bushes and rocks as cover. Now these 2 tanks are coming up on the hill, so I can get some flanking shots to them. So that's 1 into the 1 in to the M6. That's 2 shots already, doing 222 total damage. There's actually completely missed that shot, but we put 1 into the Cromwell. Miss our second as we didn't aim. As we didn't let that aim in circle or aim enough. And there's one of their tier 8 spotted with that rocks. No, I don't have any shots onto him. Okay, so I can't see the one there. We don't have much penetration. So I'm pretty sure that shot went in. It didn't hit me or anything. Show exploding, so it just like dips and then disappears. So I'm pretty sure it's hitting him. And one shot, so I got him. I'm not sure why he didn't move. Maybe someone tried to AFK, I don't know. game crash, maybe. Right, so we bounce off the top of the turret, then we finish him off doing 27 damage, and then the Howlcat sniper comes around to us, and then puts another, leaving us on 260 HP. He puts 2 shots into us, and we've only done 366 damage plus the blind shots on the SU-100Y. I don't know there. Now I'm 2 kills up already, so already not bad for in a tier 6 tank in a tier 6 game. However, we've only put one of those shots into a tier 8, so not much tier 8 action. But still doing pretty well. And I don't think the enemies can spot me because if I stay still, because that bush, I'm 15 meters or further behind it, so when I fire they shouldn't be able to see me unless they're really close, or unless they're at the side or behind me, so the bush isn't actually between us. Right, so it looks like we're going to have a pretty confident win, 9-4. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we're going to win. Just got to get more damage though. So right now, I see there's the WZ-111 on the hill, a tier 8 tank pushing the tier 7 Tiger down. So I was wasting time here, because I was waiting for the Tiger one to come down into the positions where we put 2 shots into the T-34 and M6 at the beginning of the game. But I was thinking he was going to, but I don't think he did. Well, he stops here, so now he does. That shot misses. Should have aimed more. That shot. Way not miss. Someone's trapped behind the side of his turret at 115 damage. And we're finishing off doing 22 damage. Putting us on 3 kills, 503 damage plus the blind shot damage, which is pretty healthy. And then we spot a KV-85 sniper mode, long range, but he's too slow, so his armour isn't that good. So we put one into him, do 107 damage, and maybe some from the blind shot. There's a lot of blind shot action involved in this game. Keep on firing. And the Howlcat is spotted. I want to get revenge on him, but fortunately he's behind the rock. Maybe I can get him, and then he just moved, but I doubt I would hit him anyway. And then someone finishes him off, so unfortunately I can't get revenge on him. Now it's 12-5. We have to attack the enemies. It's not like they're going to come to us unless they're going to YOLO it, because they know they're going to lose. So their RT and IFU's been spotted. We take that RT out. Now what I was thinking is, I'm not going in front of this IFU. He can one-shot me maybe. Yeah, he can one-shot me, definitely. So go around the back of him, and whilst I'm also going around the side of him using my speed, because I'm a medium tank and because my penetration is pretty low. Use my speed to get around and right to the KV-85 on the way. And as you can see, I haven't fired a single preform shot, so I made 40,000 credit profit. We come up behind him, someone else puts one to him. He can't finish him off doing 88 damage. And then our artillery kills us, but it doesn't matter, no tanks left. So that was a pretty good game, doing 4 damage, and I think it was like 1,300 damage in total, including the blind shots. No, actually I think it was 1,500. So that was a pretty decent game, healthy game for a tier 6 medium tank in a tier 8 game. So okay, so now we've gone over the gameplay, what it's capable of doing, gone over the stats, showed you what it can do, what it's all about, what it's got. Now, you might be wondering, is it worth it? Well, I don't know, is it worth it? To me, it's definitely worth it. That's why I bought it. It's a really fun tank, and it's got decent stats for a tier 6 medium tank. And also I liked playing with the Easy 8 on my other account. That was fun, and this, in my opinion, the Fury had better stats, so this would be even better. And you use it the same way, so cover 100 battles in my Easy 8, I already knew how to use this tank. However, because it's like kind of rare, it might be expensive to you. Like €30 was the cheapest package. There's like 4 packages. €100 was the expensive one. €30 was the cheapest, and you could buy a lot of premium time for that and earn lots of tanks. But if you wow, I'm not sure it is. I can tell you, I do find it fun, and it is a pretty strong tank for a medium tank if you use it correctly. But it's your opinion. It depends what tanks you like playing, and yeah, it depends who you are. But all I can tell you is what's on paper and what I think about it, my experiences with it. So if you don't want to just like spend big money on it and then maybe not liking it, then maybe you should try out some medium tanks if you haven't played them before, or just the Easy 8, because they have similar roles, similar stats, just Furies that are a little bit better. So if you just want to try out the Easy 8, and if you like that, maybe get this, but it's probably not going to be in the store oftenly, maybe once every 2, 3, 4 months, because it's a rare tank. So thanks for listening, guys. If you like this video, then please like it and subscribe for more World's Tanks videos. I will be doing more tank reviews as I get more tanks. Got a lot of tanks in the garage I need to do reviews on, yeah, and also just like gameplay videos, and I'll be doing giveaways as I reach like 100 subscribers, then 500 if I get that far. But I will be doing quite a few giveaways and things like that to keep you guys active and things like that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.